What's going on, everybody? You already know it's your boy, Mr. PBO, and we're here with my dog, Randle. Yo, it's been a minute. How you been, dog?
All right. You know, we out here.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Dog, we almost lost 10 in a row.
No, we didn't deserve any of that.
Bro, almost lost. We lost to Cleveland, and then we lost to Houston. Back to back. We didn't lose to Houston. We got beat up.
Yo, it was crazy, man. The threes were just dropping for them, and it's just they say the funniest stat at the beginning of the game, like the Cleveland one. It's like Cleveland is the third worst 3-point shooting team. Sometimes, shit happens. And then Houston, same thing, man. Like, yo, they give up that corner. That's it. Bro, they give up that corner three. Fucking Tate. Oh, that guy was, my guy. What happened?
He was balling. That's the same thing that happened when we played Detroit. Remember when Ellington went off? Same shit, man. Same shit. We lived by the three, we died by the three, but we got murdered, man. I couldn't believe we got beat up like that, man. But you know what? We got the W back against a good Denver team. Does that restore some faith in you?
Oh, for sure. Like, okay, the thing is that, we've always been on, like, for all of this losing streak, we've been on the worst end of everything. Like, now we caught Denver on the second night of a back-to-back. They're gassed, and they were not. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, that's it, bro. They didn't see us at the 3-point line. They didn't respect us, and it was just, job well done on their part. Good team effort.
Bro, the first quarter, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen the Raptors play like that in a long time.
Yeah, man. I reposted the ball movement, where everyone touched the ball and it's a wide open three for Norm. That's like, okay, remember pre-bubble last year, like the team that like came back from 30 versus Dallas and all that, like that is their basketball. Like today was a super showing of the brand of actual Raptors basketball. And I don't know why it took a while, and then they got cut off because of the stupid COVID protocols and everyone got COVID and this and that. But like, whatever, man. Like, it's like you can't make so many excuses, but bro, they don't live at home. They don't play at home. They never,
You don't get the calls.
They have fans, but the fans are freaking cheering for the other team all the damn time, no matter what. Like, bro, like
72 games away, man. 72 games away. Playoffs. Let's talk about playoffs. How's that looking for us, man? Because the last time I checked, we were I'm not saying we were out of the playoffs, but like we weren't in the playoff race. We were maybe 4 or 5 games. I think maybe it was 3. No, Charlotte.
Yeah, we were only like 4 games into the losing streak, right? So whatever. But yeah, like, okay, Charlotte without LaMelo is not going to make the playoffs, so that's one spot. But the thing is, like,
they're still playing well, though, man.
They are.
They're still playing well.
Yeah, they shoot nice. That's the good thing about them. But I don't know, man, because depending on what actually happens before 3 p.m. tomorrow, it's gonna be a thing. Because the only thing I'm thinking of is that when you think about it, like the haul that they're trying to get for Lowry, let's say it's like the Miami package, whatever, any combination of like Olynyk, Hero, Dragic, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, whatever, right? Whatever we're hauling back from them, they already have good defensive principles. So even if they come into our lineup, like, we could still make the playoffs. You know what I mean? And then it's like, whatever haul we get for Norm, they're saying like the Pacers want to overpay for him, or the Knicks or whatever. Like, so whatever, we get a couple of other good role players. Like, how are we still, it's not a tanking team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this team is not a tanking team.
But a lot of people are saying tank, man. A lot of people are saying tank, which is crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I don't believe in tanking because I can't go back through that. Like, I can't do it. I can't.
But just with this, but like even with this team, if they don't trade Norm or Lowry tomorrow, or this team with the hauls that they get back for them, there is absolutely no way that they cannot even place top 10. You know what I mean? Like, they'll place top 10 just based on the skill set of the team they're putting forward, right?
They'll be able to play in at least they'll be able to play.
Yeah.
Once so anybody's game.
unless you're sitting dudes, like you're sitting Pascal or whatever, you know what I mean? Like I don't think they're not a top 10 out of 15 or whatever teams, right? Like,
no, they're a good team. They just had some laps. I mean, I know COVID did beat them up. First it beat up the coaches, then it beat up the 3 main players. So, you know, honestly, like, it happens. You know, we just gotta bounce back. I'm happy that Siakam was able to have a decent game. He was killing in the first quarter. Norman Powell's been trending up. I think he's a smart guy. He knew that maybe they told him ahead of time that they're probably going to trade him, so he just got his stock as high as possible so he can get paid again, and then boom, he's gone, man. Honestly, like, I want to touch on the game, but we won by 30 or 20 something, so it's fine. The Raptors did what they're supposed to do. That's cool. Good job.
Get out of the losing streak.
That's it. We're gonna come back to it during the game. Actually, no, before that, how did you find all the female commentators today, the female cast?
Honestly, I didn't mind it. There were some parts where it was like, when Kia Nurse did the impression of Jack Armstrong, I did not like that. Come on, we all know it's get that garbage out of here. This girl dropped the hard R, bro. She said garbage.
Whatever. She's not ready yet. She's not ready, but it's okay. Yeah, honestly, I liked it. I didn't mind it at all, man.
They're very insightful, like, because I guess, like, she's in the WNBA, right? Like, Nurse, whatever, right? So she knows, like, the ins of the game, and then she's like can also talk about it, and like their charisma was good. Like, I liked their chemistry, right? Yep. We're
probably gonna see more of that coming in the NBA. You know, the all-female cast, which I thought was pretty dope, to be honest. Like, I like trying new things. I like hearing different people's perspective and stuff. And like you said, these females, they know the game of basketball, right? So it's not like people are coming in who don't know. They know exactly what they're talking about. And what they were talking about too, I'm just taking in and I'm just like, oh shoot, like, I didn't look at it from that angle. You know what I mean? And they're talking about how to beat a zone and how to do this, how to do that. So it shows
or even like she did, like, they were like, oh, the Raptors were in horn, like their classic horn set, and it's like, that's not a lot. Like, casuals have no idea what she's talking about, right? Exactly. But you see this on the sideline, like, I already know, right? You already know we're running horns, right? And she knew, right? She explained the play, and then she's like, but it was delayed, and that's why Fred had to shoot some random shot. And I was like, wow, that's very insightful, right? Like,
exactly. Hopefully they can get like, you know, Matt. And, you know, like, what a female Matt. And,
changing up the duo. That'd be
pretty sick. That'd be pretty cool. Because I feel like they'd be able to mesh together, right?
Yeah, I still kind of, honestly, it's true say, because like it was kind of still missing the voice of any of the Raptors, right? Like, whether it's Matt, Jack, or Leo, like, it needed one of them at the very least to like make it feel like it's an actual game. Because at some points, you know, it's like watching the Vanier Cup, or you know, like,
and we're so used to, we're accustomed to it as fans, right? So it's
But shout out all the females, man. They were even trying to call it themselves, you know. They were saying like, yo, any girl who wants to dribble a basketball or whatever, you see boys playing pickup, join them. Run with them.
They like, you know, you get tough, and you know what I mean. And then when you take that into, you go down the female lane and you're playing college ball or whatever, like, you remember that skill set. I remember playing against a couple girls when I was younger and stuff.
Yeah, but now it's such basketball is such a shooting game too, bro. So, you know, if a girl has a shot and she's why can't she just play in the same game, right? Like,
drive and kick. I'll take a girl on my team. I'll be like, I'll drive and I'll be like, yo, I know you can shoot. Boom, drive, penetrate, draw two, kick out.
That's it.
That's an assist for me. That's a 3 for her.
Corners.
You know what I mean? We're laughing, splash, man. But all right, let's talk about the dog on your shirt. During the game, I heard them say Kyle Lowry's name a lot of times, saying, you know, he's the greatest Raptor of all time, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't even say blah, blah, blah. He's the greatest Raptor of all time. This is the greatest Raptor put on the jersey. He deserves a statue. It just means, for me personally, he's gone. That's exactly what they were insinuating while they were, I don't know, maybe they probably know what's going on, but Kyle Lowry's gone. And
I think you think Norm's gone too, though. Like, the thing is that, okay, and all the talk today, whatever, Woj and Shampton all dropping all them things about them, but when you really like take it in, like, there's a possibility that they don't trade any of them because the opposite facts are always like, oh, their asking price is too high, and everyone already knows about Masai, right? He loves to hijack the league and do, flip the league with some dumb trades, and like, why wouldn't he ask for that? Like, yo, you want Kyle Lowry? All right, fine. Give me the house for Kyle Lowry. You know what I mean? Like, give me everything. I'm gonna rinse you for everything that you have. If you actually want this dude and going to try to win the championship this year. So what, like the haul, like, I feel like maybe they have it in writing, or they had a conversation where it's like, yo, if I can't get a huge haul for you, we might just run with this, like, so there's still a chance that, like, they don't trade either of them. I know it's like, hey, you want to get high for Norman Powell because he's probably going to decline the player option, and then he's going to want like 20 to 25. That's kind of a loss, I guess. Like,
it depends where he, like, if he just walks and we don't get nothing, then that is a lot. But if we trade him and we get some pieces, it's not too bad.
Yeah, and then the team who gets him might not even, like, they might not even keep him. So, like, let's get something. Like, yo, Indiana, you want to give me Miles Turner or Sabonis or Justin Holiday or Doug McDermott? Like, a combination of any of those dudes, like, I'm okay, I guess, for letting go of Norm. I don't know, like, maybe the thing with Norman Powell is that, like, he's great in some moments, but then some moments he still does them bonehead plays. Yeah, right? So, like, is he worth $20 to $25 million? Like,
not if you ask me. But nowadays, you got to realize, man, a lot of players are getting paid and they're not that good. I'm not saying they're not that good, but, like, they're just decent role players.
Yeah. The NBA is definitely like an overpaying league. Like, you're right.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even want to say he doesn't deserve it because, yo, the last couple of games he's been balling, bro. Like, 30 points, so, like, you know what? Yo, go get your money, bro. Go do what you got to do to get your money, man. You know how it goes, right? Business. The business at the end of the day. But I don't know, man. Shout out Masai. Masai, we trust. I want to get a Masai jersey, but I don't know what number he has. What number he would wear. You know what I mean?
But what would you rather have? Like, would you rather, like, Lowry get traded and we get a haul and, like, we still come in the exact same place that we would have if Lowry and Norm stay?
I'd rather them stay, bro.
Yeah, like, I'd rather just figure it out.
So, and you know what? It depends, though, because if we're gonna get, like, a guy like Miles Turner or a guy like Sabonis, then I'll let them go, bro. Because those guys are solid. Okay. Those guys are solid bigs, and I'm not gonna lie, it's harder to replace bigs in this day and age, that decent bigs, than guards and stuff. Because there's 1,000 guards that are coming up, and you know what I mean. Like, everyone just does their job. But when you have a decent big that pairs up well with Siakam, I think it'll be good because Aaron Baines, no disrespect to him, but he's just not that guy. And, like, Boucher's okay, but, like, Boucher's...
I think, like, Aaron Baines is our biggest dude, and he didn't even get to play a single minute, or, like, maybe, like, whatever, like, he didn't touch the floor, and he's supposed to be guard. Like, he's our big dude, like our Gasol. When you play a big dude, you're supposed to put that dude on, and I didn't see him touch. It was just OG from jump, bro. Like, on Yoke.
It'd be like that, though, because, like, Nick Nurse did a good job in figuring that out because Nick Nurse is a defensive genius, and him putting OG on Joker was pretty good because OG is strong enough to guard him, and OG is quick enough to guard him too. And we already know Joker is slow as molasses.
Yeah,
so
bro.
At the end of the day, shout out Nick Nurse, man. He did what he did again, and the Raptors were able to pull out a big win, which we definitely needed. And I'm happy that they did it against this team because they're a good team. Shout out Jamal Murray, Canadian baller. You don't know, from Kitchener, balling. But at the end of the day, the Raptors still got it done, man. We have. All right, bro. Let's do some player ratings. We're gonna go through the players that played. And then you're going to give me a rating from 1 to 10. All right? All right. Let's start with the boy, Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry gave us a solid effort, bro. I'll say a 8 in the game, but a 7 at heart.
That touched me. That touched me.
OG, man. Yo, the 3 is flying, bro. I hope in future years when we keep watching OG, my goodness, man. Give him an 8. Give him an 8 too.
The guy on the screen, Norman Powell.
Norman Powell, give him like a 7.5 if that was his going away game.
Really? Pascal Siakam.
I'll say if you give Pascal like a 7. I'm gonna be a little bit harsh on him because some of his decisions are not the greatest all the time.
Oh my goodness. When he drives baseline and he just passes it to anybody, it drives me crazy.
I saw him look and there was an open corner 3 and nobody came to rotate. And this guy got so mad I saw him get mad. He was like, oh my God. It's like, yo, you're the leader of the team. You can't be doing that in front of your people, bro. Like, whatever. It's just one play.
But at the same time though, I can understand that because when people blow their assignments and you're like, we go through this in practice. You know that you're supposed to be there. So you know what? I don't blame him for getting upset because it's like you got to keep people accountable. Maybe it's the way he does it, like we said, and maybe he needs to be better at that because him and Nick Nurse kicking out. Actually, no, we'll touch it. I'm going too far. We're gonna get back to that. Fred VanVleet.
Freddie gave me some big threes today. I'll give him a nice 7.5 too.
You're harsh today, bro. That's crazy. You usually not like this. Bembry,
what he came in? Nah, he came in and didn't do much, bro. He's like a 6.
Chris Boucher, Slim Duck.
No. He was not himself today, bro. You need a little bit more aggressive, bro. Like he's like a 6.
Yeah, Matt Thomas. That was my guy, bro. The bench guys got some minutes today, man. Shout out to the bench, man.
Yeah, man. Matt Thomas banged me some threes, bro. It was looking like a 2K bench thing, when you clear the benches, bro. Give him like a 6 too. Give him a 6.
Aaron Baines. We gotta shout out Baines.
Aaron Baines gets a 4.6 for his number, bro.
4.6. Damn, that one's tough, man. That one's tough. All right, we can't forget our boy Nick Nurse. What are we giving Nick Nurse? Double N.
Nick Nurse gave us some good rotations today. That was good, man. Nick Nurse gave him like an 8. Good strategy, honest, man.
Yeah, man. I think Nick Nurse was definitely the player of the game or the player of the game sake because that I don't know whose idea was it to put OG on.
Yeah.
Not even Siakam. OG.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. After
goes to show. Go ahead.
Like the rotation for the Nuggets goes like Jokic comes off first. So they even talked about it in the broadcast, bro. Like when it was like Jamal Murray and bench, they just hoarded Jamal Murray every single time, right? Like, and there was that one play that ended where Paul Watson came and took the charge. Like that's because it was Jamal Murray versus 2 dudes every time he touched the ball. And like, that's some good, that's the Nick Nurse defense that, I've been trying to preach for the season and saying like, their defensive principles are like really good about helping and this and that. And like, that shows, man. That shows in the score today, and that shows about Jokic and Jamal Murray's stat lines.
Which was good, man. Well, their stat lines was bad, but the Raptors playing defense, the defense that we know, the defense that we love, that was amazing. All right, man. Let's talk about. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. Siakam and Nick Nurse, the exchange that they had, a heated exchange. I can understand from Siakam's point of view because as the guy, you know what I mean. I'm not saying you don't want to be benched in the fourth quarter. You see what I'm saying? You want to play, bro. So at the end of the day, I can understand the frustration. Like you said, it's just probably how he went about it. He could have went about it a different way. He could have went about it a more professional way. But you know what? We're men. We all have emotions. And, these guys are basketball players. They're professional basketball players. I'm pretty sure Nick Nurse yells at them all the time. You see what I'm saying? Maybe like, because I play basketball at Ryerson. Shout out Roy Rana. He's one of the assistant coaches at Sacramento Kings right now. Love for this.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Rana was tough. He would tell you about yourself and you just have to take it. You know what I mean? So there's times where sometimes you want to say things back and imagine you're just emotional and you lost 8 games in a row, 7 games in a row, and boom, you're benched and you're supposed to be the guy. I'm not saying you don't have the right to talk to the coach. You have the right to express yourself to the coach. And especially if you're angry, that's how it comes across. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. What's your take on it?
Like, okay, there's 2 sides to it because, okay, I've always been on the side of Pascal. It's like, how are you going to give me all the money and tell me I'm the CEO of the company, but then you're not giving me CEO duties, right? So
yeah,
that's one side of it, right? And that's the exact same thing. But they used to bench DeMar when he wasn't doing good either. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
So, same philosophies carry over, whatever. You're not doing good. You're not being held accountable. Then
sit on the bench.
Yeah, sit on the bench. You weren't playing good. But the thing is that, like, in a time like that, especially like, okay, the line that made the comeback in the fourth didn't have Pascal, obviously, because he was benched. But as soon as like Cleveland scored maybe 2 to 4 points, you should have subbed somebody for Pascal because he's your best guy, right? Like, it doesn't matter that they went on a run and scored like 50 points in the fourth or how many points they scored in the fourth, right? Like, yo, put your best dude in there and give us a literal fighting chance now, like a boxer's punch chance or whatever Max Kellerman always says. Like, like a fighter's chance or whatever it's called. Right. But that's kind of frustrating. But then again, like I've worked personally for leaders who are very blunt and very like, to the point and this and that. And like, you gotta understand, like it's about accountability. Like sometimes Pascal does blow defensive assignments and he's not in the right spot. Yeah, right. And then it's like, yo, this is why you're on the bench. Like, I'll show you the video of why. Here's exactly why. 1, 2, 3, 4. You blew all these defensive assignments. You threw a random 3 up when there was like 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Like, like there are reasons. Smart enough, right. So it's a two-sided thing. But to me, like blowing up in the media and stuff, and like the Raptors are usually good about keeping stuff undercover. So it must have been pretty bad.
Yeah, it must have been bad, man. It must have been bad. But you know what? Like, I understand both sides at the end of the day. I expect better from Siakam. Sometimes
it's like a second or third time this season too, right?
Yeah, because like they're not playing the way that they want to play. They're not getting the success that they want to get. So like, it is a bit frustrating at times, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? They're all men, so I'm pretty sure they talked it over. Or I don't know why they're even trying. Like, they fined him, now they're trying to punish him. Like, he already paid the fine. Like, it's not that deep.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
It is what it is. But you know what? I don't know what was said, so I can't really say much. Hopefully, the reports come out because I want to read what he said to get fined $50K from your own team. That's crazy. That's like going to work and you have to pay work. And it's like, bro, why? How much?
Must have said some derogatory, like, close to racism or like.
Yeah, he must have said some shit. Wait, who do we play next? When's the next game? I think it's 2 days.
It's Friday. In Portland.
Portland. Damian Lillard. Jeez, what do you think about that game? Give me your thoughts. You think we're gonna get the W, or you think we're gonna go back to the losing streak of one game?
No. Well, it all depends, man. Like, if it's one of those games where we traded our dudes and the other dudes don't have the physical and we had to play 8 dudes, then it's not looking nice. But honestly, just tomorrow is gonna be some anxiety-filled day because I don't actually know what I want to happen, man. Because like, if there's a haul where we get Tyler Hero from Lowry, and then we also get like expiring contracts like Dragic or whatever, and then we also get something for Norm like big, it could be a shift in culture and whatever and this and that, and like, we could blow up again like next year or the year after, and I could actually go to the game and like, like, it could be sick. But there's also a part of me that wants this team to succeed. Like, we go to the play-in, we show everybody on ESPN, bam, 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 the Raptors are back. We give the number 2 seed like a run for their money, or we win the series. Like, that would be like the icing on the cake, right? We stay with the same team, we put it together, and bam, like.
It'd be crazy. Yeah. I call it a Cinderella story, man.
You already know we covering that.
Jeez, Randle, you already know, man. It's always good talking to you, man. You already know.
Yes, sir.
COVID. Make sure you wash your hands. You wear your mask.
Oh, jeez, don't have mine today.
Oh, shoot,
mask on.
I wore it incorrectly. Make sure you wear.
Oh no, the right way so you can pitch up the nose.
Just like this.
See it, Toronto.
Yo, that's it, man. Randle, nice talking to you. It's always
yes, sir.
Positive vibes only. Let's get it. Raptors.
Jeez.
All right.